Get laced up.
Let's go!
It's time for Banter with the boys.
Welcome back to Banter with the Boys, Gridiron updates. Week 10 already in the NFL.
That's crazy.
I'm joined here. I'm Smeltsy, by the way. I literally forget every week. And then I'm like, oh, yeah, by the way. And it's not scripted. That I seriously forget every week. I'm like a dog, short-term memory. Rob, what's up, buddy? Co-host.
Living, loving, baby.
Living, loving.
Good week. It's always a nice week after a W.
Yeah, of course. Always. Skull.
Baby.
Ironically, our Lions fan couldn't be here this week. D'Angelo,
convenient.
I hope you're listening.
Very
We'll see you next
convenient.
week. We'll see you next week.
You can't avoid us.
Can't avoid us. Dan is back
going
again
on,
this
dude?
week for another episode.
Dude, this is awesome. I'm excited to be back. This is awesome.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes.
sir. And of course, Kevin behind the camera getting everything done for us as always.
What up, Kev?
Let's not waste
Yes,
any
sir.
time, gentlemen, and get right into our Week 9 game recaps. Welcome back here. To start it off, let's just get into it, Rob. Vikes, Lions, fellas. I mean,
Wow.
squeaker. We squeaked it out.
Yes.
we did. Got a couple calls.
Always.
Got a
Yeah,
couple calls. Okay,
we
so
did.
first off, right away, that roughing the passer call. How do you feel about that? Like, I think it was kind of weak. The one that we got, the one I'm talking about.
Yes.
I
which
think
one you're
that
talking
was
about.
weak. But by definition, landing your weight on there, and by the view of from the ref, I could see why it was thrown. But I don't know. That seemed weak to me. I mean, at some point you got to be able to play.
I think there's
And
that
I feel like we talk
fine-
about this every year.
No, it's that fine line of being like, was he actually malicious in his intent in laying his body weight on him, or did he just plain and simply hit him hard because he was running full speed? And that's in that case that's what happened. And I don't think there was any malicious intent, and I thought it was weak. And I'm not going to complain about it. So
Right on. But like we as Vikings fans should probably call it out if it was a little weak.
Oh, and I did.
What's another
I did,
call? You
for
said
sure.
you
I was
said a
like,
couple
yeah, that
calls.
shouldn't
Is
have
there
What
another
was
one
that?
comes to your mind?
Didn't Hutchinson get a weird tripping or something call
no,
on
that one I agree with, because that was malicious intent. You can't do that.
I'm trying to remember this call.
I just didn't think he was intending
locked
to.
up with CD,
Okay.
blitzing off the edge, or not blitzing, excuse me,
But rushing.
rushing, and
Attacking.
he got into this hold with him, and then he got off to like an angle and tried tripping him with his foot.
Oh.
Yeah, and then ended up hitting him in the kneecaps. You can see it. So yeah, that's definitely
Why am I
like you
forgetting
can't do that. You know, like whether it did little or not. You know, that's something that you shouldn't do. That's kind of dirty. You know,
Can't
So-
do that. That's what Dan says.
Right on.
But they
yeah.
got us back on that push off on Williamson's last touchdown, a little Drew Pearson push off against Rodgers
Yeah,
on that last touchdown. So
yeah.
it equaled out a little bit. But
Yeah.
you're coming off a 2-game losing streak. We'll take all the breaks we can. So thank you, Zebras. JJ, not the most
Okay.
amazing game,
Pedestrian.
but made some plays when we needed them.
There
Yeah.
were a couple plays that were solid. I mean, that throw to Jettas for the touchdown.
Very
I mean,
nice. Came in
only-
hot.
And
I don't know
that's
if you-
only where Jettas is going to catch it. You know what I mean? Yes,
Yes.
obviously he made a crazy
Yes.
one-handed catch, whatever. Outside of that, it was placed in a perfect spot. Like I couldn't believe how perfect of a throw that was
Yes.
for that particular play. But
plays like
a big
that are-
drop by TJ, but there's so there's other things too that factored into that. But first game back, I can't complain.
No.
We'll see.
No.
Yeah.
He took full advantage. I mean, when he's on KOC script, he does really well. When he's off script, it's kind of iffy, but like he has full control of this team. You can see it.
I like it,
He
yeah.
is fully confident, and like the team will ride with him. And what I mean ride is, as long as he stays healthy, we could be that wild card team by the end of the season, because KOC's coaching, I think I'm gonna give him credit. It's that good. There's
big
so
KOC guy.
much
All
to
right,
clean
all right.
up.
Yeah.
So I just listened to Paul Allen's Dry Buys, and he goes up to Jalen Naylor. He's like, Jalen Naylor with only one catch for 16 yards. And it's like, and I'm thinking to myself, should have been 2. Because if you remember that one on his hip.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
it's like
that's a
throws like that. JJ has to clean up indefinitely.
that one on his hip. That's a tough one for me because like, when is he down? You know, by contact at that point. Like if we're talking about catches, not to bring up the most famous one because this catch has no weight. This Naylor weight has no weight to it. But
You're talking about the interception by
Tyree
the
pinning the
cornerback.
ball against his helmet and falling to the ground, and it almost seemed like he had it pinned against his leg as he was hitting the ground and down by contact at that point.
Yeah.
That was the only thing I was looking at. Now, as far as coming out of the scrum and after that point, oh yeah, the Lions had the ball, no question there. But I'm like, was he down though? That was my only thing on that play.
What way to get your first interception, Terry on Arnold.
I mean, no doubt.
He was right there,
No doubt.
right place, right time type of thing.
No doubt.
Because of a bad throw. In that
I was a little
case.
behind him, but he's an NFL receiver. He initially had the opportunity to kind of catch that.
He did,
You
but
know.
that's hard running.
I'm not saying it's not a hard catch, but he also needs to flatten that route a
You're right.
little easier
You're
to make it a better throw because he could see in the replay that
he needs
he
to help out
fades
his
that.
rookie quarterback. I agree with you.
So on that aspect, it's first win in Ford Field since 2017. So that's a nice,
So we'll take it as Vikings fans real quick. We didn't even talk about the Detroit Lions, so we need our Lions fan here next week. We got to move on, but real quick with the Lions. I mean, obviously the Vikings defense actually showed up this week. Where has they been? The free agent signings really showed up this
that
week.
run defense.
The run defense played
Cashman
well.
played great.
Able to limit Gibbs,
Cashman
Jameer
and
Gibbs.
Eric Wilson.
Yeah,
what
under 100 for
studs.
Gibbs too. That's a
That doesn't
amazing
happen very
number.
often.
No.
I mean,
Under
I think
100 all-around yards too.
All
That
those
matter.
defensive linemen took it personally. I'm going to give Levi Drake Rodriguez his flowers. This dude, I mean, he runs at like a 3 technique, mostly on run stuffing packages, and he answers the bell every time. This guy he's got a gift. I mean, he's from D2 Texas A&M Commerce. Flores loves him. He made that momentum-changing blocked kick at the end.
Yeah, buddy.
And that is huge. I mean, 7th round pick. I mean, what more can you ask for? I mean, these are diamonds in the rough.
Absolutely.
that we're getting. This is
real
awesome.
quick before we move on, Lions at Commanders next week. We don't talk about them in our preview show. Just real quick.
Wow.
Don't go too deep into it. Jaden Daniels not playing.
He
I'm
gone.
gonna say Lions because if I'm looking at the Commanders, if I'm looking at the film, I'm saying Commanders, Frankie Louvu and Bobby Wagner blitz the A gaps, get pressure on Jared Goff, but Frankie Louvu's not playing. He's suspended. So, yeah, give me the Lions.
Give me the Lions.
1,000%.
Yeah, a Lions for sure,
Lions all
especially
day.
without Daniels in.
100%.
That's where I'm
100%.
going. They're pretty banged up. Their whole
X-factor's
defensive
missing.
line is banged up. They
know.
can't stop anybody. So, but
sure.
I wanted to throw a quick point. The really momentum changer for the Vikings game after the Lions went down and scored on that initial drive was the kick return, getting it back into already field goal position
Price's
for
kick
Price's,
return?
down to
Great
36.
return. Yeah,
And that
great
really
return.
changed the momentum. I think it gave real positive vibe for the Vikings offense. Like, hey, we don't need to do much. We still can put points on the board here to
Yes.
kind of flip that initial, because if we go 3 and out, they go down and score. We're back in that Chargers game down 14-0 quick. So
For sure. For sure. All right, let's move on. Nobody wants to talk about the Vikings anymore but us, obviously, and we can talk all day. Panthers at Green Bay. Stunner. Upset are the words being thrown around today. The Carolina Panthers are 5-4 after getting a win against the Green Bay Packers at Lambeau Field.
no love, no.
No, is Love not getting any love this week? No love, no. Gotta love it. Oh wait, no. Actually, I didn't even try to do that. No, never mind. Jordan Love and the Packers as a whole are similar to the Vikings. They're so freaking wildly inconsistent. It's just like you don't really know. The Packers have dominated games this year, similar to the Vikings dominating. Who was it? Why am I blanking?
Bengals.
The Bengals absolutely dominating them. You know what I mean? But then there's other games where it's just like it doesn't make any sense. Like against the Falcons for the Vikings, couldn't stop Bijan. You know what I mean? Packers could not take care of Rico Dowdle.
Yeah.
That dude is
gosh.
playing
Ate 'em up.
outstanding right
Yes,
now.
he is.
And
Playing
he
hot.
stayed hot. He stayed hot in this game. 130 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, it's just been consistent. Yeah, the Panthers, just one of those games. They hung around.
Yes.
Green Bay, I mean, losing to your boy Kraft is going to be a really tough
that
one
sucks.
for.
I
Is
know.
he
We're
out
just
for the
saying how
year? Is
good this
ACL
dude
it
was
looked like
last
too?
week.
Yeah, he's done.
That's so sad.
And also the Packers still really haven't established a number 1 receiver as their go-to guy for Love. And I mean, Kraft was kind of that guy for him now, so it'll be really interesting. Golden really still hasn't really developed into
not what I was
thinking as
not
a
a lot yet.
high draft pick like that.
Christian Watson coming up with a big play.
Yes, and he's turned it around for them, which is the good thing for the Packers.
Good thing for Christian Watson.
Yeah, so
too.
But Rob, you were right. This was the trap game. If you guys were listening last week, I mean, not only do you lose a winnable game at home, now you have to take on the Eagles, who are looking to pull away in the NFC East.
yes, coming off a bye too.
Yes.
For me, the biggest issue I have with this Packer game. Now, hold on. Before I say this, did the Panthers miss a field goal early too? Did they end up missing a field goal as well? I can't remember. Let me look here. No,
do not
Fitzgerald was
remember,
1 for
I didn't
1.
think
No,
so.
it was McManus's field goal I'm thinking about. Yeah. So, I mean, that's a factor, right? Now it's 16-16, right? If you hypothetically, if you were to make that. But also, what was the beginning thought I was going with here on the Packers? Son of a B.
5 of their first
for it.
6 possessions were
remember
inside the Panthers' 35-yard line, and they just got 2 field goals out of it.
Yeah, that's
So only 3 turnovers on the entire season, and I had 2 this game, which is huge.
should have had 3 on that 4th down play when that Love threw that one up too.
Oh yeah, right in the end zone. Right
and
in his
that
arms,
brings the Panthers to 5-4. They're above 500.
yeah, they have a belief
So
in their coach. Their coach is good.
You just mentioned Love throwing it up there on that 4th down play. That's the play I was talking about, but it was in the third quarter. The one I'm talking about is the third quarter one on 1st and 10. He did the exact same thing. Threw it up into actually triple coverage back there. Like, what are we doing on 1st down?
Yeah.
Sure, take it. I like taking a shot. Don't get me wrong. But
not
with
in a triple
3 Panthers back there? Are we kidding?
let's find
You
a
know what I mean?
one-on-one somewhere.
That one bugged the heck out of me. Third and 10, and you throw it deep, and it's a pick, and he's downed right away. That's a punt. You know what I mean? So I'm not.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world. It doesn't look good on the stat line, but it's not the end of the world. But that other one.
Yeah, it'd be really interesting to see what Packer fans are their true belief of what they feel like Love is right now. You know, the ups and downs with him. He has the ability to play the game, but it's this consistency. To be a dominant quarterback in the NFL. Right now, he just kind of is lingering around that middle of the pack kind of quarterback.
Now I feel like I don't know what I'm talking about. He's only got 1 pick on the stat line. Jordan Love.
Oh, yeah.
I thought he had 2 this game.
You should get a
What
podcast.
am I thinking about? I know I should. Didn't he throw it in? Oh man, now I'm gonna have to.
The Packers are probably hurting without. They probably could use a couple guys like Preston Smith and Kenny Clark right now, but they shipped them away. So
yeah, the middle of that Packers defense doesn't look as good as it. And Mike Parsons, doing the best he can, but when it's not a known passing down, he's been a little less effective. He's still a stud player and playing well, but
No, he did have one in the third quarter, that deep one.
And this is also an injury-riddled Panthers offensive line, and Dave Canales' run game tactics are brilliant.
They're getting it done.
Awesome, like the flips, the handoffs. That's all coordinated. That's all tactical. Like this guy's good.
This guy's good.
I love
Dan
it.
says this
Panthers
guy's good.
came to win, and they did it.
Panthers came to win, got it done. Moving on here, gentlemen. We got to keep going. Game of the week: Chiefs at Bills.
No, it should have been a Sunday night game. Why did they do a 3:00 game on this one?
It's all good.
No.
It's all good.
No, it's not.
It's always a chess match when these teams play, honestly. And it's these two quarterbacks. I know these two quarterbacks kind of overlook the great players on both teams that are also on the teams, but these two quarterbacks, man, can just make magic happen all the time. They're so hard to sack. They're slippery. Both of them are hard to bring down in the backfield. It's just unbelievable.
Plays never over with those two.
No, it's really not. Great game. For me, the turning point of this game was the big miss in the first half for the Chiefs. They got the field goal at the end of the half, but not getting that touchdown instead after that big Hollywood Brown catch.
Because they had first and goal with all the time left,
100%.
too.
They had like 37 seconds.
Yeah.
Or
So
something
time
like
wasn't
that.
a factor.
No, so it's not converting that touchdown definitely hurts, I feel like, a little bit, just with momentum even coming back out into the second half.
Yeah, I mean, it's that interesting. This is the 5th straight, regular season game that the Bills have beat the Chiefs, but they're still winless in the playoffs against them.
Yeah,
So
I was
matters,
just
you know
gonna
what I
bring that up. That is just so weird. How do you be how do you come up undefeated 5-0 in the regular season and then just come up short every single time in the postseason? It's so weird. And Josh Allen is a magician. I mean, that little shovel pass, that 12-yard shovel pass to
the
Jackson
tight end.
Haas.
Yep.
I don't think people understand in the speed of that game, how impressive that is. He's just doing that because he can.
Keeps his head on a swivel with the best of them.
Yeah.
Out of the pocket.
And Bills sacked Mahomes 3 times, knocked him down 15. Mahomes threw for a season low 44% completion percentage. Never happened in his 9-year career.
Yep, yeah. He was under 100 and what do you have? Like $140 something total passing or something like that? Or is that the I saw some other stat. I remember it was like the first time in his career that he hasn't done either. So
But yeah, I mean,
it was under 50%. That's what you were talking about,
Got
right?
after
Yeah,
him.
yeah. Completion percentage.
this is a signature win. I mean, you're questioning their legitimateness after the Atlanta New England loss. I mean, this is definitely a signature.
I mean, the
win. This
Buffalo
is nice.
defense really stepped up for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the Kansas City's offense has kind of been coming alive the last few weeks. Really
have been.
electric.
Even without Taylor Rapp in that secondary, so they're stepping it up.
For sure. No, and just able to shut him down. James Cook on the other side of things, continuing to look like a stud. Yeah, he carried it for 27 yards, but there's a couple bigger plays. It's only the 4.2 average, which is still, I'd take that all day. But it's those bigger chunk plays that he's just breakaway ability. He's got speed. He's
Game changer.
shifty.
Yes.
Cooking. James was cooking.
James is cooking.
14 yards.
Dalton Kincaid still continues to develop, kind of as that safety blanket for Josh Allen, and
He is
also
developing into that
still has that
first-round
big
pick.
playability.
Diggs with a second touchdown 2
Yes,
weeks
sir.
2 weeks in a row. So,
Wait a minute.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe he'll get some bonuses for those 4 kids he's got on the way.
Wait, Diggs for the Pats?
Over the Pats.
Yeah. I was like, wait a minute.
I was looking at the Bills at the time, but then I got it stuck in my
It's all
head.
good. I'm like, what game are we talking about? Right now?
Throwing you over curveballs over here.
No doubt. Let me
What about
see here.
Rashee Rice? I mean, he's like their Swiss Army knife in that Chiefs offense, lining up at Wildcat, getting jet motion, lining up in the backfield. I mean, he's everywhere for them. That dude's nice. He's probably what Xavier Worthy would want to be in that offense eventually.
So as we wrap up here, we're not talking about either team in our preview show. So real quick, for Week 10, real quick, Chiefs at Broncos next week.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Wait, are we talking about that one?
I think.
Probably not.
I mean, I think
not.
Chiefs get it done.
Chiefs. Okay.
I'm going
I
Chiefs
do.
too.
Yeah.
Chiefs
I
too?
mean, I don't think they can lose 2 in a row.
Yeah.
I just don't think so.
Okay. Fair enough. I think the Broncos get that done in their house.
Wow, yeah.
Tough place to play.
They definitely could.
You know,
sure.
all altitude and all. But Bills, here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. This Bills at Miami. I mean, Bills, right?
Yeah. It's not looking good.
Miami could make it interesting.
No,
but,
damn.
I mean, I think the Bills still win.
You know, phones are ringing at the trade deadline today for Jalen Waddle and Chubb,
yeah.
and they said no to everything and wanted high dollar.
Why wouldn't
I guess
you?
so.
Why wouldn't you?
They must think they're bouncing back immediately next. Do we have any Dolphins fans out there? I really want to know what you
Yeah,
guys
I'm
think.
really sorry
because
about it.
it's Dolphins. We're looking for Dolphins fans, Jets fans. What we need to hear from you guys. Like what do you think they need to do?
Give it up in the comments, baby.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. Let's see. Game
would like to
4.
know.
Game 4. Let me scroll back up here. Where is it? 49ers at the Giants. Niners getting the win, 34-24. And really, it's just, for me, unless somebody else wants to start.
Well, I'm just going to say the score looks closer than it really was.
100%.
49ers are pretty much came out. Christian McCaffrey piling 173 yards scrimmage, just looking good. He's still, I think, in that top 5 of that MVP talk. If he keeps continuing like this, I mean, he's averaging over 100 scrimmage yards a week these days. So, and Mac Jones keeps getting it done. I guess still got to give it up to Robert Saleh, still getting that young defense flying all over the field too. So 49ers still are competitive, even though their strength of schedule has been an easier one so far at the beginning of the season.
Yep.
And the rest of the season is they got a few division games, but they kind of got an easier schedule. So I think they got 6 wins right now?
Yeah, they're 6-3.
6 and 3,
So to get in that 9-10 mark is not going to be too difficult, even though they're going to have to start playing those division games pretty heavy in there. So,
let's see.
I mean, the NFC
was
West
I gonna
in
bring
general is tough.
Where did this
and
go?
when I saw that they got Brian Robinson Jr. in the offseason, I could only imagine what they could be. That 1-2 punch.
First touchdown as a Niner.
First touchdown as a Niner, 5 rushes for 56 yards. I mean, you're averaging 10 yards a rush at that point.
that Shanahan offense.
Exactly. So that 1-2 punch.
Talk about a spell back for.
Look out. If they're healthy, look out.
On the other side of the ball, the New York Giants. We're going to talk about the Niners more in our preview show, so don't worry. You got to find that Week 10 preview here on Gridiron Updates coming up. We'll have the Niners. There. We'll have the Niners Rams in that show. But the Giants fall to 2-7. Jackson Dart still showing us some good things. You know, the only thing I would say is at times he seems to hold on the ball a little bit too long still.
Yep.
Trying to, like, especially on those late developing plays and waiting when nothing's there. He seems a little bit slower to make that decision. Like, either I got to get out of here or he really tries to hang in there as long as possible. But, I mean, he's athletic.
Very
for me,
athletic.
I think he should, like, if it's boom, 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 not there, get out of there. Just go.
Yeah.
Because you can go make a play, grab 5-yard slide. I'm cool with that.
That's a rookie, you know. Yeah,
for
that's
sure.
the thing, you know.
Yeah, I mean, he's still
looking,
got 56 yards. He's still really good with his feet.
Yeah, I mean, but if I was,
get out, go. Just go a little bit sooner rather than, you know, he hangs around, and that's kind of how he only took 2 sacks, but that's how he got him.
But as a Giants fan, you got to feel pretty good. You know, like there's a, you know, you have a chip in a chair moving on to next year. So.
Well, and speaking of feeling good for Giants fans, it was cool seeing Brian Burns in the backfield creating chaos.
Yep.
You know, created that tip pick for Abdul Carter.
Yeah.
So again, just having those names thrown out there, it's just got to get you a little bit excited that these guys are finally starting to get something going for you, other than half the defense not being able to tackle this week.
And half of their offense on the IR.
Yeah. The whole O-line, I think, right?
Well, and then you got Neighbors and Scottaboo.
Right.
Shout out my boy, John Michael Schultz from University of Minnesota. Skuma, yeah. Skuma.
Roll the boat.
Roll the boat.
I don't even know if he's healthy or not.
Shout out. Doesn't matter. Shout out.
Yeah.
He's in the NFL.
My dude.
All right, let's go to our final game. The Broncos at the Texans. Another low-scoring affair, similar to the Panthers and Packers. Broncos getting the win, though, with the last-second field goal. 18-15 over the Texans. Yes, ugly. But they moved to 7-2. Broncos moved to 7-2. Did anybody see that coming at the beginning of the year? 7-2. I mean, with the way they ended last season, a lot of people were very high on the Broncos, but 7-2?
Yeah, I had them. I mean, I kind of had them there. This game was really ugly. I was kind of looking through the stats of it. Do you know how many times both teams punted?
How many times?
8 times apiece. There was a point in the game in the second half, 7 consecutive punts in a row. Yep. So that's where it is. C.J. Stroud going down in the second quarter with a concussion just absolutely stopped the Texans from moving the ball the rest of the game. Broncos, 4-0 and trailing in the fourth quarter now. Knicks, I mean, make some plays here and there.
Not a great passing percentage, though.
But I was also looking at their strength of schedule. They have not played anybody at all, really. I mean, and the games
other than the Chiefs at the beginning of the year, yeah, I agree with you.
And they beat the Chiefs, and then the Texans here with a half team with C.J. Stroud. So, I'm really seeing it interesting the second half of the season. Week 3, I believe.
Yep.
Like 38 or 33-27, something like that. So it'll be really interesting to see the Broncos on their second half.
They haven't played the Chiefs yet this year.
They haven't?
You guys are both tripping. They beat the Bengals 28.
Maybe I'm thinking of the Chargers. Sorry.
The Bengals. They lost to the Chargers.
Yeah, they haven't
23-20.
Yeah,
they had 2
L's
L's in a row.
Chargers.
Colts and Chargers. They
Chargers.
took 2 L's in a row and then went on a tear.
But who have they beat since then?
The Eagles.
They
beat the Eagles by 4. They beat the crap out of the Bengals. Joe Burrow-less Bengals. Close. Beat the Giants by 1. Beat the Jets by 2. Beat the brakes off the Cowboys, and now only beat the Texans by 3. So you're there. Those close games. But we kind of saw the Chiefs. We saw the Chiefs do that. Was it last year or the year before? I think it was last year. Kind of just hanging in there in every game, kind of giving these teams chances, but made the playoffs and made a run.
Yeah, Denver's
honestly,
defense.
Like, shout out, like, Bo Nix and, like, his maturity, like, over this season. I think, you want to say only 18 points. I get it. Like, I'm there with you, Rob. But that very last drive, he was looking for the deep ball. I remember a very specific play, and he just took it to the other side of the field and scrambled for 25, 30 yards. And
to finish that play, yeah.
to finish,
25-yard run at the end of the game.
Yeah. And like that right there is like not forcing anything, like finding, like being the young quarterback that he is, using his legs and finding open field and just taking advantage.
And got him
of
in
it.
the field goal range.
Exactly.
You know?
To win the
Put
game.
him in the
That's all
position
you
to
have
win.
to do.
You know,
like
that's
maturity.
what we're asking to JJ McCarthy, right?
Yes.
Vikings fans. Exactly
Yes.
that. Just get us to win. Yeah, the stat
Yes.
line isn't pretty,
And
but
that's
did you
why
win?
the
Well,
Broncos
you know?
are 7-2 because I think Bo Nix has taken that next step. But we'll see come postseason. We'll
That's the thing. So I got an interesting little thing. I was looking at the 24 QB draft class. You got Nix, Daniels, Williams, May, Penix,
Loaded.
McCaffrey. So Nix has started 27 games. How many games do you think he's beaten a winning team?
Oh, wow.
3.
Wow. Out of 27
And one was
games?
in week 18
That
against,
is
I think it was against
insane.
KC without the starting quarterback. Daniels, how many games do you think he started? 26 games. How many games against a winning team has he beat? 5.
Wow. Okay.
That's what we're looking at. And then you got Williams with 24 starts. He's got 2 wins against above 500 teams. McCaffrey's tied with him at 2. McCarthy. May 2 only out of his 21 starts. And
good
Penix,
stuff.
Yeah.
he has 10 starts and only 1 win against a 500 above team. So when you start looking at it that way, you kind of look at that class a little different. You're looking at maybe their future and then progressing and seeing the possibilities, but the stats against winning teams are, you kind of balancing them out because they're kind of the bottom teams drafting low, playing that last place schedule a bunch.
Sure, which tracks. Yeah, that tracks. No, that's interesting. Thanks for bringing that up.
Very.
Like that. With that, gentlemen, that kind of wraps our Game 9 recaps.
It does.
Just like that.
Very interesting week. I mean, I got a lot of picks.
Playoff pictures are starting to shape up a little bit. You know what I mean?
getting tighter.
Division races are starting to heat up.
Some are pulling away already.
Summer's gone. Summer's gone, Dan.
NFC East.
It's going to snow this weekend in
East
Minnesota.
is about the one.
Why are
You
the
know,
Cowboys
summer's-
the 2 seed with a 3-5-1 record? That's funny.
But they made some moves like they're in it.
Yeah.
They
I
did.
mean,
They did make moves. Check in our 10 talk for some of those. But Dan, thanks for being here, man.
Man,
having
absolutely.
you.
This is awesome. Love talking NFL. Skull Vikes.
Skull Vikes.
Brilliant win this week. Hope to be back soon.
Hope to be back soon.
Yes, sir.
You will be. Next episode, 10 Talk.
Let's
do it.
Week 9, 10 Talk. Or I'm sorry, Week 10, 10 Talk. Rob,
Thank you.
you were here.
Yes.
Woohoo.
Vikings win. That's all that matters. Moving on.
Skull, baby.
W.
Kev was here as well. He's still here.
Shout out
You
Kev.
can't see him,
Thank
but
you,
just
Kev.
trust me, he's here. With that, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe wherever you listen to the banner, whether that's YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or iHeartRadio. And we will see you in the next episode, Week 10, Tent Talk, where we talk injuries, news, whatever. You know what it is.
Yeah,
Peace.
buddy.
Peace.
Don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe. Tune in next time for more Banter with the boys.